Authority as parents and students navigate the challenges of the upcoming year. It's a movement across Portland right now. Families creating micro schools or pods for the fall semester. How it works, a small group of kids get together, usually in a house, and they follow a homeschool curriculum or their public school's online curriculum while a hired adult or a teacher oversees it. But as our Fox 12's Haley Rush reports tonight, that's not the only way to join one.
When you think of these pods, it's usually families coming together to start one in a home, but you can also now enroll in one at a daycare. Take a look. With schools not welcoming kids in the classroom until at least November, the Children's Garden, a child care facility in Northwest Portland, is opening its doors to students the very first day of school.
We were getting a lot of phone calls and a lot of panicked parents saying, what are we going to do? How do we make this work? And so we put our heads together and said, this is something that we feel really confident doing.
Tessa Stevenson is the West Coast Director of Operations for Endeavor Schools, a national company that operates schools all over the country, including the Children's Garden here. She says they first created what's called learning labs for students in Atlanta before bringing the idea to Portland.
So a learning lab is meant for children who are staying enrolled in their home public school, and a teacher will be present with that group to help them log on for the day, figure out what their assignments are, connect them with their teacher, and just help be the facilitator of that remote learning curriculum.
A learning lab is similar to a micro school or pod where families form their own small learning groups, typically in homes with a hired adult or teacher. At the Children's Garden, it's a full-time program for kindergarten through fifth graders. They too will be kept in small groups.
We really felt like, from our observations of children and what we know as experts in the field, children really need social opportunities to engage with one another. They need creative outlets. They need to be able to spend their time on enrichments throughout their day. So we'll be offering art projects and lots of STEM projects, gardening, movement, all sorts of things that we want our children to engage in to help round out that educational experience.
As for safety, Stevenson says since the Children's Garden is a child care facility, usually serving kids not in school yet, it never shut down during the pandemic.
We feel really confident about the safety protocols that we have in our current schools. You know, our school programs are smaller and they're more easy to contain, I would say, than a big public school system. We have really well-trained staff that have been doing these safety protocols now for months. So we felt pretty well poised to offer this service.
The Learning Lab does come with a price of $900 a month. To compare, for parent-created pods, we've seen ranges from a few $100s a week to several thousand a month, depending on who the hired adult is, how many kids enroll, and how often they attend.
We know the need is there. I've talked to many, many families personally who just say, I don't know how to make this work. We need help. We need solutions. And we feel the same way. So we're feeling like we're in a good position to help.
Stevenson said the Children's Garden already had extra classroom space, so transitioning to learning labs was easy for them. She says she's also heard from a lot of parents in Northeast Portland looking for an option like this, and they're thinking of finding a space there and getting it licensed before school starts. Haley Rush, Fox 12 Oregon.